Okay, so this one, this is the GT reading test book one and test one. Okay, and we're gonna do this one. I'll tell you how to do it, and then you can try by yourself with a couple of questions. So we have done this one when I took your test, the first test. Then you came to me for the IELTS coaching, and that time we have done this one. But how we
Yes, sir.
can
Yes.
apply our methods, the methods that we talked about yesterday in the previous class, that that's how things work. So the way things work. Okay. So if you see that it has the paragraphs in it. Okay. So it has the paragraph in it, and then at the bottom it has. Let me go back here. 1 to 4 questions. Right. So this first question, these first 4 questions are going to be a little bit different than the question number 5 to 8. Okay, so in case if the way we can do the first 4 questions is to go to the paragraph, read the paragraph and understand that carefully, so that we can get what type of iron they are talking about. Okay, so if we go back to our paragraph here, this one, so I'm going to read the first one. Filling the reservoir. Your iron is designed to function using tap water. However, your iron is designed to function using tap water. However, it will last longer if you use distilled water. So they're talking about two types of water, tap water and distilled water. So you can use the tap water, but if you have a distilled
Yes, sir.
water, means very less impurities in it, then your iron will last.
Yeah, understanding, sir.
Okay? Always unplug the iron
Yes, sir.
before filling the reservoir. Okay, so you need to be, the plug shouldn't be connected with the electricity. It should be away from it, and then you'll be able to use it. And always empty the reservoir after use. Let's see. So go
Yes.
back here. So this picture is talking about steams, something like that. Here they are emptying the reservoir, and okay, so no, not a single picture is telling us to unplug, but this picture is telling us to uh, empty the reservoir. Okay, so here they are emptying. So I'll assume
Yeah,
that
drain after using.
yeah. So the answer to the second question is A, right? Okay, so got it. Now we'll go back again. Oh,
Yes,
sorry.
sir.
What are we doing? Previous. Yeah. Okay, so temperature and steam control. Your Moulex iron has 2 buttons which control the intensity of heat produced by the iron. Okay, you can therefore adjust the temperature of the iron and amount of steam being given off depending upon the type of fabric being ironed. Turn the steam control to be desired. Okay, turn the steam control to the desired intensity. Okay, so you can control the type of steam that you're getting. Turn the thermostat control to the desired temperature. Okay, so steam can be controlled and temperature can be controlled. If your iron produces droplets of water instead of
Yes,
giving
sir.
off steam, your temperature control is set to low. So if it's giving the droplets, then the temperature is low. Let's see if any of the picture is talking about this one. Okay, so this one is talking about the steam, but it doesn't talk about that you can control the steam and the temperature. It talk about spray in it, and then it talk about I guess when you're ironing, you can have the droplet or something like that. So yeah, not this one. So this button activates a jet of cold water, which allows you to iron out any unintentional creases. Okay, so if you have any unintentional creases, you can have this button. Press the button for 1 second.
Yes, sir.
Press the button for 1 second. Okay, so if you have extra creases or unintentional creases, then you can have press the button, and then it will activate the jet of cold water. Let's see where they are activating. here both the pictures are okay, but if you see this one, this cloth, they have a cloth here and they're talking about the creases here. And but this one here, they're pressing the button. And in the picture, they talk about to press the button. Here, they're not pressing the button. So let's go back. And
In first one also, she is pressing the button.
he's taking his finger towards the button, but then it has lots and lots of, you see, if you go back and read this one, this button activates the jet of cold water, which allows you to iron out any unintentional creases. Press the button for 1 second.
Press the button.
Let's go back and read the other ones. So this button activates a super shot of steam, which momentarily gives you an additional 40 gram of steam, which needed. Important, do not use this more than 5 successive times, okay? So it will give you the super shot of steam, which momentarily gives you an additional 40 gram of steam with when needed, okay?
Sir, 1 second, please.
Tell me.
Sir, please.
Tell me.
Sir, 1 second. यहाँ से जाओ. Go.
What happened?
Button कर दो इधर. आना मत. Sir, my son, he is distracting me. He is dancing before in front of me.
Okay. And I was recording this, so great. Me and you, we are.
Sorry.
That's okay, no problem. Right. So again, I need to read that again. Yeah. This button activates a super shot of steam, which momentarily.
Yeah, I got the
40 gram of steam when needed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here, this one here. After pressing the button, you getting the shot of steam, which is giving, means they haven't mentioned the 40 grams, but here they are giving it. So
I guess extra 40 grams of steam.
Okay. So, but if you think that if you think that here also they're getting the steam, so well then there is a change into this cloud and this one that they're making here. But if again we are not sure of our answer, we can go ahead and leave the question. As you can see that I'm not just sticking to one question to waste my time. I'm going to the other question, and so that if I not getting this one correct, then I can get this one correct. Okay, so wasting of time is not a good in reading. It is possible to use this iron in a vertical position. Okay, vertical position. You see here, this one picture has the iron in vertical position. All this one is these two are in the horizontal, and this one here is in the vertical. But then they are pouring out the water and they are emptying the water. This one is okay. So
yes, sir.
Say this one.
Yes, sir.
So we have two left, and so I'm gonna do this one. Auto clean. In order that, how many are we left? One, I guess. We left only one. Third one.
Important.
So here. In order that your iron doesn't become cold or Moulex have integrated an auto clean system, and we advise you to use it very regularly, 1 to 3 times per month. And the steam control to the off position. Okay. In the reservoir and turn the thermostat control to maximum. As soon as the indicator light goes out, unplug the iron and holding it over the sink. Turn the steam control to auto clean, and calcium deposits will be washed out by the steam. Continue the procedure until the reservoir is empty. Okay, so they haven't. So if you take a look at this one and this one, Here are they are also emptying it into the reservoir, but they said it just once. Here, you need, when if you want to clean the calcium deposits into your iron, you can repeat the process. Here, you can
Yes, sir.
continue the procedure until the reservoir is empty. So here you're repeating the process, but here not. And
Yes,
in
sir.
the picture, they showed just one time that you are emptying the reservoir. So I wrote this one here. We have one more left, and how many are gone? So this one is gone, this gone, this one, the two left. So no, I
Yes,
think
sir.
this one is gone, I guess. When I activate the 40G, so this one is gone. This one. So we have only B and C, which are left. So temperature and steam control, more than two buttons, which control and has the heat produced by the iron. You can therefore adjust the temperature of iron temperature. So adjusting here, activates a jet of cold water which allows you to iron out an engine. You press the button for 1 second. This is this one. This one. So in the if you read the B, there they said that you can control the thermostat, they can control the temperature, and then you can control, I guess, the steam as well, and the quantity of steam that you
Temperature.
can get, and they can. So, but here what they're
Yes,
doing
sir.
is that they press just once, the pressing is once, and there's something is coming out. So, so I we, we can go ahead and check
Yes,
the
sir.
answers. We can go ahead and check the answers, but what I've read up there about the B makes me think that C is the answer. If again, if I'm not able to understand what could be the answer, I'm going to leave the question as it is, and I'm not going to do it. Okay. All right. So if
Yes, sir.
you see that one, these four questions make us use a different strategy. What we did is that we read the paragraph first, understand the paragraph, and then we came back to the question, and then by close reading we got the answer. Okay, but in this case,
Yes,
from
sir.
question 5 to 8, we have to read the question. Although now we know which type of iron up there could have the answers of these ones, right? So, like the question number 5 here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Sure.
answer the following questions on the Moulex iron using no more than 3 words. Write your answers in boxes 5 to 8 on your answer sheet. Make sure that you read the instruction
Yes,
carefully. Sometimes they have no more than 3 words. Sometimes they have one word only or 2 words, right? Or no more than 2 words. So make sure that you
yes, sir.
read the instruction carefully. Let's try these ones. What sort of water are you advised to use? So I think the iron A talked about the type of water.
Use distilled water.
Here, yeah, distilled water. Okay, so our answer
Yes, sir.
is distilled water, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what factors makes you decide on the quantity of steam to use? What factors what type of quantity are you going to use? So here we have type of, so here we have quantity of steam, and then the factors, and what going to make you decide what type of steam you're going to use. Let's see.
Freeze on the clothes.
Mhm. Yeah. So one of them said, but then again they didn't talk about the type of steam. So here, this one is gone. It's among important and still the heat produced by the iron. And therefore adjust the temperature of the iron and amount of steam. Okay, so here it is, amount of steam being given or depending. Okay, so depending upon type of fabric, I
Type
guess.
of fabric.
I guess if you go back to the question, okay, so quantity of steam or the amount of steam is same thing. So what factors makes you decide? There they have that it depends on the type of fabric. It depends
Type
on
of
the type
fabric.
of fabric that you're using. So here they said. So
Yes, sir.
I didn't found the quantity. I found the amount. So the same thing. All right. So Depending upon means
Yes,
the
sir.
factor.
Quantity and
Factor is the type of fabric. So I'll mark them.
yes, sir.
So this is the fourth. No, this is the fourth. Sorry, no, fifth. Sorry, sorry. Fifth, and this is the sixth one. Okay, let's see if you can try the seventh and eighth one. Okay. Oh,
Yes, sir.
very sorry, I've gone too far. Hang on, let me go back. Okay, so read the question 7 and look for the keyword.
What should you do? What should you do if iron starts to drip water? What should you do if iron starts to drip water?
What are the keywords here?
Drip water.
Deep water. Okay, that's one.
Start drip water.
Okay, so start deep water. So let's see. Let's go back. So for the question number 5th and 6th, we have gone through this one and this one here. So this is where we have found our answer of question 5 to 6. So you can start looking for your keyword from here.
Turn the steam into disadvantage. Yeah, it is here. I think if your iron produce droplets of water instead of giving off steam, your temperature control is set to low.
Here they have the drips water, and here we have the droplets. Okay, if your iron produces droplets of water instead of giving off steam, the temperature control is set to low. Okay. So what could be the answer then?
Yes, sir.
What is the answer then? Do you want to go back to the question and you want to read the question?
Temperature control is set to low.
Okay. So if it's producing droplets,
I have to
temperature is
write
low.
only.
Temperature is low. If it's producing droplet, temperature is low. Do you want to go back and check the question? Here, this is the question.
Iron starts to drip.
Yeah, tell me.
Yes, sir. Temperature low is the answer, I think.
Okay, let's understand the question now. What should you do if iron starts to drip water? Okay, so what you can do if it's producing droplet, what you should do? So that means you don't want the droplet, right? You don't want the droplet, you want the steam. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And the location is okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm okay with that location. Let's see if we can have the same thing somewhere else as well. Because here they said that temperature is low, that's why it's producing droplet. And in the question they said, if it's producing droplet, what you should do? This is the reason of producing the droplet. This is the reason that temperature is low, that's why they're producing the droplet. It's a reason. And there they are asking about the solution. So, tell me, what do you think? Are you there?
So I'm thinking that I'm right. I don't think so that temperature control is the reason of the droplets of water. I'm
This is
not
this is
thinking
written
that.
here, but they have written it here. If it's producing the droplet, your temperature control is set to low. That's why it's producing droplet. They've written it here. It's not that we have to assume what they have written. They said if the temperature is not good, it will produce droplet. The reason is that the temperature is low. And at the question, they said, what should we do if it's producing droplet? We can increase the temperature, we can increase the temperature, but let's see.
Means don't. It means don't depends on the written data. I have to.
It's a
Uh,
GT reading. It's a GT reading. If you read the
yeah.
paragraph of GT reading and academic reading, and if you compare them, the content of GT reading is really, really easy. You see how easy it is to understand,
Yeah.
and you tried yourself the academic passage yesterday, and you said that you couldn't understand anything. So that's the level
No,
of
sir.
difficulty. That's the level of difficulty in between academic and GT reading. So if the
Yes, sir.
content is simple, if the content is simple, they're gonna trick you. They're gonna make it difficult by asking you the difficult questions, or they're gonna manipulate the question
Yes, sir.
itself. So
Yeah.
it happens a lot in GT reading that they're gonna trick you with the questions. But in academic,
Yeah.
the questions are gonna be straightforward, not simple, but straightforward. They're not gonna be the manipulated questions. And if you find the location in the academic, then you have the straightforward question. Here, finding the location will be really, really easy, but then the difficulty will be whether you
Yeah.
answer in that way or not. But well,
Yeah.
again, one more thing I want to tell you. You see how much time we spend on doing the question 7. If we are not able to find the answers, then leave the question. That's okay, leave it, go on, right? It's just one
Jump to
question.
next.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's do the 8th one. Let's try doing the 8th one.
What could, okay. What could damage your iron if you don't clean it?
So the keywords are
What could damage your iron? Damage your iron, and if you don't
damage your
clean
iron
it,
and not cleaning. So damage your iron.
clean,
Not
not
cleaning.
clean it.
Hmm.
Yes.
So
Yes,
let's
sir.
go back. Let's go back. Okay. So let me see. Mhm. So you start looking for the word that you got.
Sir, show me the full paragraph.
Yeah.
Sir, I don't know the meaning of word FURRED.
Means it's getting some kind of deposits in it. Purred meaning that it's being damaged with something, or
Yeah.
it's jamming the thing. So you think this is the location?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So so do you want to go back to the question and read that one again one more time?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'll take you to, so you have found the location. Now we are going back to the question and you'll understand what they're asking for. And then you can look for the same
Yes,
thing
sir.
here in this paragraph. Here it is.
What could damage your iron if you don't clean it? Yes, sir. I think if we not clean regularly, then it will damage it.
Okay. So what is the answer?
So will be irregular or not clean, not clean
So what
regularly.
will so what will happen if you don't clean it regularly?
Then it will damage. Moulex have integrated auto
But
clean.
how? But how? If
It,
not
it
cleaning it.
also have an auto clean system.
Okay. Okay.
Advise you to use regularly. Okay. It's, it, it seems to be very simple but difficult also.
All right. Okay.
Any
So
question?
the question is, of course, the location is correct. Okay. This is the location that, but the
Yeah,
question says, what could damage your iron? I guess this is the question. What could damage
yeah.
your iron if you do not clean it? Okay. So if we don't clean it,
Clean
then
it.
what's going to
Yeah.
happen? What's going to happen in order that your iron does not become furred up? Moulex have integrated an auto clean system, and we advise you to use it very regularly, 2 times per month. Turn the steam
Or
control to the off position. Fill the reservoir and turn the
calcium
thermostat
deposit.
control to maximum.
Yes.
As soon as the indicator light goes out, unplug the iron and holding it over the sink. Turn the steam control to auto clean. Any calcium deposits will be washed away. Okay, so if you don't clean, calcium will deposit. If we don't clean,
First of
then
all,
calcium will deposit.
I thought about it, but
Tell me, tell me about it.
I'm thinking about calcium deposit first one without answering the question, without watching the screen again.
Mhm.
But I thought it may be I'm wrong. Then
Don't worry, it's gonna happen a couple of times, a lot and lots of time here with the GT reading because they will manipulate the question and they'll trick you with the question only because they can't trick you with the reading itself, with the passage itself because the passage is going to be easy. Okay, so yeah, so calcium
when
deposit.
you are telling me that your location is right,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm thinking that question will be in one or two sentences where I'm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so right, because in the other paragraph they didn't talk about any kind of damage. Only here they talked about, so when you're doing your questions,
Yes, sir.
like list of heading questions and all that type of questions, try to remember where you have found this or where you found that, and that'll help you to do the reading more
Okay.
easily. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
now we have the other type of question. Okay, so these are the MCQs, right?
Okay. You ask to if you want
Really
to
bad
shoot and
handwriting that I have right now.
watch.
Okay, so the lecture that we did yesterday, that tells us about the way we can do the MCQ type of question. Okay. Again,
Read the question first.
first thing that we need is scanning, right? Second thing that we
Yes, sir.
need is the skimming.
Skimming.
Okay, so I'm a really bad drawer, so I'm gonna write it here. So skimming. Skimming means understanding the question.
Yes, sir.
And third thing is close reading.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes,
for
sir.
scanning, we need the keyword. We need the keyword for the scanning. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
first of all, we're gonna look for the keywords here in the question, and we're not gonna read these ones while we are looking for the keywords. Okay, so just leave these four
Yes, sir.
options, and then we're gonna look for the keyword here. You see, you want to, okay, so sit front of the coach. Sit one of
In
sit
front
front
of
of the
the
coach. Okay.
coach.
So sit front of the coach.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Second.
And what I told you in the previous lecture is that we need to use our elimination method. Okay. Do you remember the
Yes, sir.
elimination method?
Yes, sir.
How what is the elimination
Yes,
method?
sir.
What is the elimination method?
It was that eliminate the wrong answer that you are thinking. Then I have two. It may be easy to find answers in two options in spite of many answers.
Okay, yeah. So we need to narrow down our options. Okay. So if here we have four
Yes, sir.
options, here we have four options, and if while looking for wrong options, and if we have left only one or two, that is a good thing because we are narrowing our options, and then by doing so, we are going very close. We are going very close to our correct answers. So I'll try to
Yes,
do
sir.
this one, the first one, and then I'll ask you to do these ones. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So sit front coach. Let's go.
If you want to
Yeah. So, okay. Here they're talking about seat allocation. See? Seat allocation. Requests for particular seats can be made on most coaches. Breaks, breaks when booking. So when booking,
seats.
you can ask for the seat allocation. But since allocations are made on the first come first serve basis, so allocations are made first come first serve basis. Whoever comes first, he'll get the seat. Okay. Early booking is advisable. You need to do the early booking. When booking are made with us, you will be offered the best seat. Okay, so when you do the booking, you will be offered best seat, and that are available in on the coach at the time. So available on the coach at the time, at that time. Okay, let's go back. So when booking, okay, so particular seats can be made. Okay, so available on most of the courses when booking. Allocations, first come first serve basis. Early booking is advisable, and best seat will be offered when at the time of availability. Ask when you get on the coach. Okay, so if you want a seat at the front of coach, ask when you get on the coach. They said early booking. Okay, and
Yes,
you
sir.
can ask the seat allocation. So, do you think they talked about when you are at the coach, you can ask for your favorite seat?
No, sir.
Okay. So arrive earlier on the departure date. Did they talk about departure date?
No, sir.
Okay. Book your seat well in
Yeah.
advance. Did they say about it?
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. They said early booking is
Yes,
advised.
sir.
Avoid traveling at peak times. Did they talk about peak times?
No, sir.
Okay. So this one is gone, this one is gone, and this one is gone. So you see what we did here? We eliminated our three options. We eliminated these
Yes,
first
sir.
these two, and then we read the C, and then we eliminated the D as well. So we said, okay, no, they didn't talk about this one. They didn't talk about departure day. They didn't talk about ask when you get on the coach. But they did say about earlier booking. So if you go back
Yes, sir.
here, here is early booking is advisable, and there they said book well in advance. All right,
Yes, sir.
this
Yes, sir.
that's how elimination method works. Okay, so let's see if you can try and do the next few
Sure,
questions.
sir.
All right, so let's see.
Your air tickets.
Okay, so what are the keyword?
Air tickets.
Mhm.
Air tickets.
Okay, ticket. Let's go back. Okay, so right, so we are done with this one.
Yes,
You
sir.
can start looking for your keyword from this one.
Yeah, for example, air or boat tickets.
Okay, so here it is, air or boat tickets. All right. Okay, so your air
Yes,
ticket.
sir.
So do you want to read the whole paragraph and see what does it means?
Your deposits will send to you all the necessary documents and labels so that you receive them in good time before the book bank departure date. Certain documents, for example, book tickets, you have to be retained if you are in time to be there. You can issue them to your current account. So retained means
They'll have with them.
yeah, if your driver or courier will then issue them. Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's go back to the back to our MCQs now, to our options. Here,
Will be sent to your departure time. Your checkpoint. Yes, must be collected before leaving. Now will be enclosed with the documents. They will held by your person. The about must be collected before leaving. B and D are eliminate.
do you want to go back to the paragraph? What is this noise? What is this background noise?
Kanu, please go na. Don't play here.
Do you want to go back to the paragraph to read that one?
Yes, A or C in
Okay, so you think that A or C could be the options?
yeah,
All right, okay, so let's go
B
back
and D will be
to documents. When you have paid your deposits, you will send to all the necessary documents and labels. Okay, so paid your deposits, we will send to you all the necessary documents. Okay, we will send them to you, all the necessary documents, so that you receive them in good time before the court break departure date. Okay, so when the court leaves, you should have all the documents previous to that. But the question talked about air tickets, so we'll start reading from here. Certain documents, for example, air or boat tickets, may have to be retained. They will keep these ones. They'll send other documents to you, but they'll keep the air or boat tickets. And your driver or
yeah.
will then issue them to you at the relevant point. They will issue them to you. Okay, so courier and
Yes, sir.
driver will give them to you, retain them. They will give them to you at a certain point. Will be sent to your departure point. So, a ticket. Did they talk about departure point? They will send the documents, the other documents, but the air ticket, they may have retained it, right?
Okay.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
okay, I think you were busy with your kid. Okay, that's okay. So they talked about the two types of documents in the paragraph. The first documents are that they will send
Yes,
you
sir.
the relevant documents. Then if it's the air ticket or the boat ticket, they might have retained the document, and the driver or the courier will issue that to you at the departure point or at the relevant point. So did they talk about departure point about the air ticket?
No, sir.
Must be collected before leaving.
Yeah. Mhm.
No, they said they will send the documents to you, the
Yeah.
relevant documents. Then the other document, that is air ticket, the driver will keep the ticket, and he will issue the ticket to you. He or she will issue the ticket to you. Mhm.
Yeah. Means um, it must that I have my air ticket for traveling.
No, they said, okay, so let's say that you're booking for Agra. Let's say
Yes, sir.
whatever all the documents they will send you. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and let's say that that the coach, the company which is in Rohtak, the driver may have to retain the ticket. They will retain the ticket with them. They will keep the ticket with them, and the driver will issue you the ticket.
Okay.
Driver or courier will issue you the ticket at the relevant point, wherever it's necessary or
Yes, sir.
wherever is the relevant point. They will issue you, but they nowhere they said that. They haven't said that must be collected before leaving. Have they said it?
Yes, sir.
Where?
So
Where?
it is not written in the paragraph. Must
Yes.
be collected before leaving.
Okay. Not written in the paragraph. Okay, so C is will be enclosed with the other documents. So air ticket. Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
D, I
This
think
is
maybe held by your coach driver is not will be not the right option.
maybe held by your coach driver is the correct answer. Didn't they say that they will retain the ticket and then the driver of the coach or the courier will issue the ticket to you? That means they have the ticket. That's why that's how they will issue the ticket to you. If they don't have the ticket, how they can issue the ticket to you? Yeah.
Okay. So I think
Tell me.
I have.
Tell me.
I think printout is must here for reading task. Hard copy of the paper means documents.
You need the hard copy of the books.
Yes, sir.
Why?
It's a hard copy.
Why is that?
Book or something like that with papers. I think that I can see all the things in on one page
Oh, okay.
as a paragraph means.
Yeah, it is a problem. It is a problem with these soft copies that let me see what is this. So, well, this is a problem with the soft copies of the books because
Yes, sir.
you cannot see the question and the this one
Yes, sir.
the passage at the same time. So that is the problem. But
Yes, sir.
okay, so I can suggest some books to you if you want to, and then you can go ahead buy them. But they will be book from 12, they will be from book 12, book 10. I guess. I guess I need to check it from where they have started giving the separate GT reading books. If I'll see, I can tell you maybe by tomorrow, and then you can go ahead and buy them. Okay, the hard copy. And but
Yes, sir.
the book from first to
Yes, sir.
10, book from first to 10, you have to do from the soft copies, because if you buy the book, they will have only one reading in it. They do have two readings, but not
Okay.
all the books have two readings. So that will be a huge money wastage.
Yeah.
Okay, so but let me tell you, have you understood the way that we can do the MCQs type of questions?
Yeah. Yes, sir. I'm understanding all the things.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So let's then
Yes,
stop
sir.
reading here. Okay, so we are done here with
It
this
will.
one. Mhm.